Hi guys, today I've got a Whirlpool washer, and right now it's got a pretty heavy towel load. It's going to town, getting that washed up with that 2-part agitator. And I just have it set to normal, so if we wanted it to use an absolute full bucket of water, we go over to deep wash. And then you've got some different rinse options here. The with softener option means that it will also use a full bucket of water, versus this will just auto sense and use about like what's in there right now. You get some temperature settings, and then soil level is going to tell the washer how long to wash. This has nothing to do with how much water it's going to use. This tells it how long do I need to wash those clothes, how dirty are they. That's what soil level does. And then you've just got some different options here. You can pause, take a look at that if you want. Otherwise, it's rocking and rolling. I've got an extra lid striker in right there, so it thinks the lid's closed and locked, and it's getting going there. Now, for the hookup of your washer, you might consider a set of steel braided hoses like this pack here. I've got a link to both of these in the description. If you have trouble finding it, you can just click that. Also supports the channel, so we really appreciate that. But you can see here you've got blue for cold water, red, so it's easy to keep them apart. Now, the steel braided is important because the cheap rubber ones have a tendency to swell and burst, and you definitely don't want that happening, especially if you're not home. And then a surge protector, there's many different styles, and I got a couple linked in the description. I kind of like this one because I'm always plugging other things in, but you can also get dedicated ones. You just want to make sure that it's 900 joules or higher, and that's going to protect your washing machine and the electronics on it. This one also has I believe that's a 4-foot cable on it too. So something like that to protect the electronics on it, super important. And this pretty much covers the washer. All right, now as you can hear, draining that water out nice and fast. Gonna move on to the rinse cycle. All right, rinse cycle, and since we did with softener, got a full bucket here of fresh water for it to rinse in. All right, high speed final spin cycle. It looks like those LEDs are flashing, but they're actually not. It's just the refresh ratio on the screen causing that, or the phone I should say, but there you go, nice, fast, smooth final spin cycle, nice and quiet. Of course, the lid would be locked if we didn't have that extra striker in there. So I'll go ahead and let this finish up, and I will show off the dryer next. All right, now when talking about hooking up the dryer, a couple of things you're going to need. You're going to need to find out what type of power cord you're going to need. These are all considered accessories, and they do not come with a new dryer or a used dryer typically. This is a 3-prong power cord. It's like that there, has 3 hookups for the back, and it's 30 amp. You want to make sure you don't get a 50 amp that has a straight one here. That's for a stove. You want to make sure you get the right one for a dryer. And I've got these linked in the listing description also for you there. Now, this is a 4-prong, so it looks a little different, but it still has the L there versus a straight one, because they also sell this in a 50 amp for a stove. Very similar, so you want to make sure you get the right one for a dryer. You can take a picture of your plug in your laundry room and match it up, make sure you get the right one. This goes on the back of the dryer, and then it extends out to wherever your wall hookup is. Super important to make sure you get one. It's easy to use. A lot of them have a flathead screwdriver on it to tighten it down. I like these wings here. You could just do it by hand. It's so much easier because every 3 or 4 months you're going to want to take this off and clean it out, so this makes it a lot easier to do. And then lastly, I always recommend a good dryer sheet, and I do not do fabric softener in any of the washers that I use or the one at home. Fabric softener is like putting glue in your machine. Eventually it gums everything up. Use 2 or 3 of these and you get the same softness effect on your clothes, but it doesn't mess anything up. So that's kind of the essentials there for your dryer. All right, now we've got that washer clean and cleared out. You see nice large capacity there. Come over here to a Maytag electric dryer. Now the best thing about these guys is they're built like tanks. So if you have the opportunity to get one of these fully refurbished from the inside panels out, you're getting in a machine that's going to run like new again. It's going to last forever. So we've got it set time dry. That's actually so you could go time dry, and here's where you put it to air fluff. We've got it set to regular, so it's rocking and rolling on the heat. You can turn off the buzzer if you want, so if you don't want it to buzz at you, and 60 minutes is more than enough time to get everything nice and dry. You've got an auto dry setting, and then a regular auto dry setting. So, and then once again, you can control your heat. So if you have delicate items, you can set that as well. So I'm going to show you that it's heating like it's supposed to. Let's get a nice bright light on the inside. You see everything's tumbling. I'm going to shoot this right inside the heating element tube. You can see it's getting nice and hot. The inside of your dryer there. Your lint trap is right here. Just want to make sure this gets clean and clear before each and every load. That way you've got good airflow through there. Get rid of that. And nice huge capacity on that guy too. Now on this one we're going to pull to start. We're not going to push. If we push, it actually stops it. The whole thing went dead. You can hear the timer's not running, nothing. But otherwise we pull and that starts it. It's a little different. Works really well. So I'll go ahead and get these listed up for sale. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. I do appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thanks, you guys have a great day.